easier one out of the way first. We'll go with some good old characters. I this is gonna. Oh, the Casey's not top tier. You can get prepared. Casey's not going top tier on my list, but I would put Bullet in like A tier. The sword's good, but the no contact damage is great because if you're not at full HP, I feel like the sword is not good enough to clear rooms efficiently at all. I think the convict is the worst character in the
I
game.
think that's universal. I don't see any reason you would pick over anyone else. Like, the passive is basically just like one of those holy grail effects where you get a bonus from taking damage, but like it doesn't instantly apply. So, and you don't get immediate value.
Yeah, it also
Like,
like taking damage for a ward is fine. Like don't get me wrong, I take damage a lot. So it's a nice passive, but the sawed off isn't great. The photo's
it's
not great,
really
and the
bad.
Molotov, like 80% of the bosses are immune to it.
Uh, it's a good chunk.
I don't I don't really have an opinion on the co-op character. Like their starter doesn't feel horrible, and the revive is nice, so I guess it can go in. It's okay.
And then number two is like kind of crap. Well, but if you're since you're talking about like co-op, like you wouldn't see number two really in a normal run,
That's true.
and if you do, that's really good. But in co-op, your partner has to be dead, and you actually to get the buffs.
That's true. Yeah, I forgot number two is only active if your partner's dead. So like the only redeemable feature about the co-op player is them spawning with the revive, which is nice, but
I think
not
cultist is definitely better than convict
anything
though.
crazy. Oh yeah, definitely.
I mean,
All right, time for me to begin to insult people. I think Hunter is A tier. I think the crossbow can solo clear floor one, at least get you your next weapon. It can I can flawless bosses with it pretty easily. The dog is good while also just being hilarious. Like getting a single extra key in a run is huge. You know what? The more I think
Marine,
about it actually, she'll go in B tier.
yeah.
Along with Marine, I think Marine's better. Marine starter
Yeah, like
is second best in my
whose is better?
robots.
Oh yeah, I forgot. It's just that gimmick makes him like
No,
hard to
okay.
use.
Listen.
Casey's
So Cultist is in meh with the revive and the fact that their starter is basically like fine, but they're also in meh because if number two is active, it's very powerful.
But also, it's locked behind. If you're a loner, you basically can't play the
Yeah,
game. You can't play cultist.
that's true. Yeah.
Also,
Uh,
Marine is so much better than Hunter, at least in my. I mean,
yeah,
not only does he have like free ammo, he has his passive is basically just two mini passives, where he basically has like a mini cylinder and a mini cylinder,
yeah.
and I feel buff. So I mean, I
The
don't know. That's kind
the passive is really good, but Paradox is gonna go above bullet, but it could also be all the way. I guess it can't be in bad, but because you start with an act or with a passive and a weapon. I could not understand you. Unfortunately, you were kind of laggy. All right, the real hard hitters. The opinions on Pilot are so split. I think he is fine. There's no issues with this character. The double actives is fine. Evilashe is in here if they can figure out their connection.
Yeah. Do you think you could stream it?
Oh yeah, I can share the screen. But Pilot
Yeah.
is okay. The
Um.
lockpick being 50-50 hurts it a lot. Like you could
I mean,
theoretically fail every lockpick.
he has hidden compartment, which is basically it's like it's almost like a worse version of the utility belt where he gets extra, but he gets 10% more ammo on all guns.
Yeah,
And his guns really like he probably has the worst gun.
I agree. He has
Like,
the worst gun, but I think his passives make him
at least
better than the other
at
two.
least Conflicts has a super fast reload, so you can just spam it, even if it is like of similar like attributes. Um, and I mean he does have decreased shop prices, so you can do some of those uh other things he's more easily
Yeah.
purchase and all that.
It's
And then
kind
the
of
lockpick.
hilarious. This is about to be okay. Robot is bad. For me personally, I think Robot is a fine character. The junk passive is funny. Their starter weapon is the best in the game, but their shock bullets are bad.
Battery bullets? Oh,
Yeah, the static bullets are bad. The water
yeah.
is
How come?
fine. You need the static bullets to activate but the
Oh,
armor
man.
hurts. The armor only hurts really bad,
It feels
especially
like
if
you
you
get more
like.
health on a robot run, like the game taunts you. Like it just does that.
I think
Yeah,
I think this feels correct.
yeah. I mean, I feel like yeah, yeah. It just feels
This feels
perfect.
right to me. There's definitely a lot that could change just based off opinions. Like if you're really good with blasphemy and you have full health,
Yeah, I could see that. That's the thing. Like,
that
well,
could
he
change.
gets at guns. If he gets at guns, I made for when I did my own. I made a separate tier called skill gun, where like if you're bad at the game,